What do you mean I should have kept the pistol? I wanted to carry this Scorcher. Look at that. If you roll an omen, it ignores all defense dice. Let's get started. Hey everybody, Robert from Black Belt Gaming. I hope you're doing well. We're heading back into Scattered. We've got quite a party up here in the upper corner. We can't get through this door, so that's why they just keep coming through the door. We got to get these guys down here and open this door so we can both exit, and then I think there's another map that we're both going to have this, both teams are going to meet up on and have this big final confrontation. So let's see if we can make some progress. We are starting with Marcus Phoenix. He's there 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Heel step takes him to 7. He's got his full hand of cards. That's great. Marcus Phoenix, he's going to discard a card. I think we'll discard this one. This one is Slaughter. You can see right there, got the chainsaw out. I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to discard that at first to activate the equipment area in this particular zone I'm in. And when we do that, it says discard this card and gain up to this card and gain up to 3 ammo tokens and place them on your various weapon cards as you desire. So we're going to pick up 3 weapon tokens, and we'll put 1 on the boom shot, 1 on the Lancer, and 1 on the Scorcher. So we'll just spread it around. That leaves 1 token. No, 3 tokens on each of those weapons. The only thing we are out of ammunition for is the grenade. So now we're going to do slaughter time. We're going to discard another card to make an attack. And we're going to use our Lancer's constant ability, which is the chainsaw. Marcus here, he gets to roll an extra die. So instead of rolling, 4, he gets to roll 5 dice when he makes this attack. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dice. We're coming in hot. Let's see what we've got. We got 2 omens there. So he is sliced bread. So we picked up some ammo. We cut this guy down. Token says he drops a hammer burst. And we are out of cover now. That took us out of cover doing the chainsaw maneuver there. All right, here it goes. Locust activation. If a cog figure is within 3 range, attack it if it's in line of sight. All right, I'm just looking down there at the big party at the end of the hallway. 2 boomers. Dom, fortunately, is in a cover space, so his point is originating from here, and that goes through a black wall. Luckily, he is not within line of sight there. So what do? Move 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure, then attack if it is within 3 range. And this is for each boomer. Oh boy. It actually didn't get any better. He takes 1 step around the corner and comes in right behind Dom and blasts him. Oh boy, blasts him with a boom shot. So it's not Dom's turn. This is the Locust activation. Dom's got a decent hand size, however, he has no guard cards, but he's got a bunch of dodge. I think we're going to have to use one of these as a reaction. So that will be 4 dice on the boomer's attack, 1 for Dom, The boomer is in his area, so cover makes absolutely no difference. But by playing the reaction card, we should be able to jump around at least. So let's roll this and see what happens. Boom shot in the back. And this doesn't look pretty good. This doesn't look good. 1, 2, 3 defense. That is nice. But 3 omens. Let me check this out. All right, the boomer card says that with an omen, each figure in the target's area is dealt 1 wound, but there is a limit of once per attack. All right, so 1 wound would have gotten through. That was blocked. 1 omen, I guess since it's limited to once attack, does 1 wound to everything in the area. So that's going to explode the ticker, who's over there. And wait a second, this can kind of start off a chain reaction, can it? So I think when the ticker explodes, he will also do 1 damage to everybody in the area. So I think we're looking at potentially 2 wounds to this drone. So we'll need to dig out a... I don't think we have any more. Let me reshuffle these wounded tokens. We need to pull one of these out. I think the drone is wounded now. And the boomer also took 2 damage. 1 from the boom shot and 1 from the ticker. So let's get out a boomer wounded token. And now I need to come to Dom and see what happens to him. Just needed to look this up. Omens rolled do not count as wounds unless used to trigger an ability that deals wounds. All right, so 1 damage we dodged with our defense dice, and we still had 2 blocked. The omen triggered will deal 1 damage to everybody in the area. That is dealing a wound, correct? Let's see, 1 wound. So that is also avoided by Dom. That leaves him with 1 defense left. The ticker exploded. And let's take a look at the ticker. I don't know if I've ever had anything quite like this happen before. It says down here at the bottom, when the figure is killed for any other reason besides bolo grenades, deal 1 wound to each figure in its area. Does the defense die help avoid the wound from the ticker? It is dealing a wound, and this is from the same attack, but a different source. You know, the attack triggered it, but it's just from a different source. I'm sort of leaning towards allowing him to dodge all this. Let me just think through the timing again. We had the boomer shoot. This was in response to his attack, right? 1 wound is negated. The omen extra damage would have also been dodged. So then we're resolving the damage. And that would be 1 damage to everybody in the area. Then the ticker would explode, dealing 1 wound to everybody in the area. Huh. So maybe that is important. Maybe the timing of this is different. The timing of the ticker explosion happened as a result of the attack. So maybe it does take out the drone. And according to our house rules, I think we'll have him drop an ammo. So if that happens, then the attack is already resolved, and this is a triggered ability. So then maybe Dom does take 1 damage. Alright, so I think I'm going to make Dom discard 1 here for that. Well, my friends, we are not done. Boomer number 2 is going to round the corner and do the same thing. And we can only roll 1 defense die in this case. Let's see how bad it is. I don't have a good feel. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody takes a point of damage in here. That's going to wound the second boomer, but not enough to kill either one. 3 wounds get through. 1, 2, 3. 3 hit him, and then the omen goes off and does a 4th. I only had 3 cards in my hand. Dom is bleeding out. Uh-oh. Well, I'm definitely interested in your comments of what you think of that situation. That was a room, a space packed full of figures. Big boom shot goes off, damages everybody in the space. Everybody takes their damage. Then it triggers the ticker's ability. Boom, everybody in the space takes another point of damage. I do think maybe we played it right. The drone gets wounded, then the drone gets wiped out. Dom is able to avoid the blast from the boom shot, but the ticker blast catches him for 1 damage. Head into the next part. Boom shot goes off. Not enough to take down the first boomer, wounds the second one. Dom is hit with enough damage to drop him down to bleeding. So that's how I think it plays out. All right, so here we go. That ends Marcus Phoenix's turn. So Dom hasn't even gone yet, and he is bleeding out. George, shh. George, a little excited about this. Okay, Dom's turn. Dom has no cards, and he doesn't draw any cards. He does get to do one thing, however, and that is he gets to crawl on the floor 1 space. And he's going to crawl into this area, trying to get closer to Marcus. He's not in cover, and with the locust activation, he will be ignored. So let's see what happens. This is a group. If 1 or more locust is within 2 movement of you. All right. Let me double check the rules on this about you. Clear enough. We checked the rule book. It can refer to any other cog of the player's choice. It's going to have to be Marcus here, right? So let's see. If 1 or more locust is within 2 movement of you, is that boomer within 2 movement? 1, 2. No, he's not. So I think we need to go to an otherwise. Spawn 1 locust B at the map exit. Each locust then moves 1 area towards Marcus Phoenix. Well, a B is a ticker. Comes in, scurries into cover. Boomer advances 1. And actually that other boomer will too. That's a big space at the end of the hallway. So 2 boomers stomping down the hall right after the bleeding out figure of Marcus Phoenix. No, the bleeding out figure of Dom, with Marcus Phoenix trembling in the corner and not in any cover. Wow, what a turn. All right, so that is it. A team is in trouble. All right, picking things up with Augustus Cole. He's there with the grenade kind of slung back over his shoulder there. Heal step takes him to 6 cards. None of his cards are... No, he's got 1 guard card, but he can use any card as a guard card. That's his special ability. So, what are you going to do? Cole will discard 1 card to pick up the fallen boom shot. I don't know. I'm scanning Baird's cards. He hardly has any ammunition at all. He's got 2 bolo grenades and a hammer burst with 1 token on it. Everything else is out. I wonder if we should leave that for Baird. Baird, I think he can actually carry 1 more equipment than everybody else. Let's double check that. Special ability. Yeah, he can have a maximum of 5 weapon cards equipped. I tell you what, let's just go with scavenging. Move up to 2 areas and gain 1 ammo token. We just can't get it for a grenade. So 1 area. I don't know if I want to put him in another one. 1 area may be as far as I want to go because there's a ticker right there in front of me. So we'll move 1 area, slip into cover, and we'll take a token. We're just loading up our assault rifle. Our Lancer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens on it. That's awesome. Locust activation for Cole's turn. Oh, wouldn't you know it? If 1 or more tickers is in play, each ticker moves 2 areas toward the closest cog and then attacks. Cog figures may not guard. All right, here he comes. Well, if we can't guard, we'll at least dodge. Cole is going to dive around and try to avoid the worst of this blast. Ticker attack. 3 attack dice. Let's get those in the cup. Dodge. 1 for his character card and 2 bonus. His cover doesn't matter here. What do you mean this is your day? He's not bleeding out. He got hit, but I don't think he's down. Let's find out. The ticker card says, George, be quiet. Deal 1 wound to each cog figure in the area, ignoring defense dice. And we rolled 2 omens. So that's 2 wounds. Plus another 2 wounds. Oh boy, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not bleeding out. No, he's just down. No, he's not down. He's just out of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cole's hand is empty, but he's not bleeding out. There's a big difference. So he can heal next turn. That was a nasty little surprise. So, Baird. Baird's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards. Heal up to 6. We need to get moving towards that door. We're going to try to pick up that boom shot on the way, I think. We will play Assault, move up to 3 areas. We'll move into this one. Baird, I think, can pick this up without needing to spend a card. Do not discard an order card from your hand to activate equipment or pick up dropped weapons. So he can pick up the boom shot and get 2 ammo for it. This is Baird weapon, his weapons layout. 2 bolo grenades, 1 ammo on the hammer burst, and 2 ammo on the boom shot. The Lancer is empty. Pistol can still shoot with 1 die, but it's out of ammo. So we should get to move 2 more spaces, I would say in here, and then in here we'll slip into cover. Just curious about what this equipment area here might be. We're going to peek over in that direction. You can get a grenade token. He already has 2. This team is well stocked on grenades. All right. Locust activation. What do we got? Well, for each ticker, there's none. So if no tickers are in play, we get another card. There's no drones on this map. So spawn 2 drones at the emergence hole nearest you. Well, that is Baird, not Cole. Baird is 1 space away from the door. 2 drones pop up into cover. Both of them into cover right in his face, coming up out of that emergency hole. And that's how we end the turn. What a set of turns. Dominic Santiago is down and bleeding out, crawling back to Marcus Phoenix. The other team is facing a locked door with 2 drones right in heavy cover blocking their way. This took a big turn, this set of rounds. Hope you'll join me for the next one coming up soon.